What y'all got?
Tough third quarter. It's hard to win when you can't get any stops, no matter how many points you score. And they just kept taking it to the basket,
Yeah, probably should have gone to a zone a little sooner than we did because we couldn't stop them. They were getting downhill and just going at us. They just said, hey, they can't guard us. So we were saying the same thing, but we can't get anybody to go do it, So it was, it was just disappointing. But I thought I'm really proud of how we battled. I thought that group on the floor, Carnegie, Tiana Thompson, Cara Dunn, Inez, and KB, I'm going to tell you, they fought. They fought hard and really competed. I was really proud of that effort. Really, really proud of it.
I mean, you all played 10 today, so full team performance in that sense. The second quarter, when after Tony hits the floor, has to come out for a sec there. You put in what felt like the smallest lineup you had put in.
It was small.
And yet it was electric there for a second.
They battled so hard. It was small. I mean, and that's the interesting thing about basketball. Now, look, I thought Florida State's size bothered us today because they didn't have – their two best players weren't even on the floor, OMG and Latson. But it made them bigger. I mean, they're big and lanky, and, it was difference-making for them defensively. And then I thought Sydney Bowles played really, really well, just shot the ball well. And we knew she would. She's coming home, and we just didn't have an answer for her. And I thought we missed some little chippies there at the rim. And, I mean, a ball falls here or there. It changes maybe the confidence of the team or whatever. We're missing shots at the rim that just it's tough they're tough to overcome. They're tough to make up for because you work hard for that, and just didn't have it today.
Timpson was a big part of their offense. I think she took 17 shots.
And we knew that was going to happen because without the other two on the floor, that she would be really called upon in a big way. Yeah.
Yeah, but she in that coming down the stretch in that third quarter, she played a big role defensively.
We knew. Defensively.
Yeah.
She's so long and so athletic. I really like her. I think she's going to be playing in the pros. I think she's a excellent player and just gotten better every year she's been there. And super kid, great kid, and but we just don't have an answer for her. She can just turn and shoot over us. She's got such a nice. We were doubling her to start with, but then she was finding the open person, so we had to stop doing that. But I thought KB did a good job in the fourth quarter, really, as much as she could, keeping her out of the paint, keeping her away from the basket. But boy, she can just rise up and shoot the ball.
Again, it felt like a game of little moments, kind of like how last game was. There's just like one thing there, just timing just kind of messes things up. Where their run starts and ends, and then you all get back to a tie game twice there at the end, and then you get a bunch of tiny moments again in that final minute. Can you just walk through how you thought that final minute went for y'all in terms of just getting the fouls right, and then you got the shot to at least tie it if you wanted to?
I think if I had to go back and do it again, it would be in a little bit of a different press, maybe more in the last 3 or 4 minutes actually, because we needed to hurry up and get the traps and get the, but we still had a chance. We still gave ourselves a good opportunity there at the end. But I'd probably look back and maybe maybe press them in a little bit different way. But again, the third quarter is our Achilles heel. It just kills us. We just get killed every third quarter, and that's something that's. We talk about it. We try to, correct it, but it killed us today.
We'll do a couple more.
You talked about the group that was on the floor, in the fourth quarter that brought you back. It seems like even though it's this late in the season, you're still finding out things about your group.
Yeah.
You're seeing Danny trying to come back from her problems and reinventing her game, and then you're finding Thompson is growing up and. Willing to get out there and be a factor. So I imagine that's pretty, satisfaction for you and, gives you some other options moving forward.
Absolutely. I thought Tiana was really, really good today. And the thing that's really interesting about Tiana is she just plays. She's had some times where she went in the game, it didn't work out, and it was, but I think as a freshman you have those moments. But today, she didn't have that moment today. I was really, I thought she was just a big difference maker for us. Big, real big.
last 2 games of the season, and then you get Greensboro. What do you want to focus on in California just to kind of round it all together as much as you can?
We gotta win. You know, it's just we got to win. We got to find our way back to what that feels like. But you know, this is part of the game. This happens. You know, it comes with wins and losses, and it comes with adversity, and it comes with, you know, all kinds of stuff. But I'm encouraged. I thought what we saw today to get ourselves back in that game was encouraging. The disappointing part was why we got there. That's really disappointing, and that's something that's you know, that we'll take a look at.
Final question.
You got the trip to California.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something you've had a chance to talk about with your staff as far as, you know, not only playing 2 teams but staying out there the whole time and how to prepare and how to keep everyone occupied? And
Hadn't talked about it. Really hadn't talked about it. That we'll just go and experience it. I mean, you know, we've been in this business a long time. We've taken long trips before. It's not, you know, it's a 3-hour time difference, and we'll deal with it as it comes along. We've talked about that part maybe a little bit, but we're going out there to win basketball games, and that's the most important thing.
Thank you.
Thanks, y'all.